Barbados cherries. And there are flowers on it. See the pink? This is a wandering Jew. It's not a vegetable, but it's one of my favorite plants. I think it's beautiful. Then down here, we have an artichoke. See the leaves? Artichoke. Pothos, aloe vera, banana tree, spider plant. Right here is a lemon tree, Myers lemon. Another Barbados cherry with another flower. The flowers are so pretty. The little pink flowers. There it is. Thyme. Thyme is good to fight infections. If you have catch a cold, thyme is what you want to make some thyme tea. It'll help you fight it off. It's a green onion somewhere down there. Look how long it's gotten. Collard greens, always good for you. I put the sweet potatoes up in the sun and the slips are starting to take off. This is my pepper plant. Need to come out here and get these. They turn them red. There's another one back here. And it smells so good. You know why? I don't want to forget anything with you all. Oh, pineapple tops, and there's 3 of them. All I did was take the pineapple off, and that's it. Here's another wandering Jew. Myers lemon. I don't know the name of this lemon tree, but it makes striped lemons, and I just love them. And here, look, they're starting to develop. Flowers have fell off, and the lemons are coming. I'm getting a lot of lemons this year. Look at that. Another one right there. There's some right there. Wow, they're all over the place. Yay. Okay, I don't want to back out too quick because I don't want to forget anything. This is my basil. This basil is huge. I've already harvested from it, and I keep taking the leaves off. Let me back up a little bit so you can see the gravity of the situation. I take the leaves off and I put them in the dehydrator, and I crush them, and I don't buy basil. Also, if you have nausea, basil, chew on 1 or 2 leaves, or take some leaves and make basil tea. It's going to flower right now, so I guess I have to plant another one. All right, so this one, these little yellow flowers, and they're so delicate. These are tomatillos. They say once you plant tomatillo, you'll have them forever, because look down here. They fall all over the place and leave their seeds. And it's not that they just leave their seeds, like little bugs or animals will chew on it, and the seeds will get everywhere. This is oregano. I thought it was lavender, but it's oregano, and I have 2 of them. I don't know. Here's the second one right here on the bottom. Then the green onions. I never eat the entire green onion. I always just cut off the top, and I put them in a pot. Oh, well, I put them in water first. Let them re-root, and then I put them in a pot and plant them. Some more green onion. What is this down here? This is a lemon seed that I planted. So apparently my lemons are viable. The seeds do grow. This is chamomile. So I did an experiment. I bought some organic chamomile, and I shook it off because I realized there was still seeds on it, and it grew. So I didn't have to buy chamomile seeds. I just planted it from the tea. Here's a piece of celery. See it? It's doing really well, so I'm gonna just leave it there. It's happy there. It's another bell pepper plant right here. Aloe vera. I have a lot of aloe vera, but I appreciate each one. I tried to save as much as I could. Some of it got bitten by the frost, but It'll be okay. Here's another sweet potato slip that I'm just gonna put in the ground once it gets warm enough. Well, it's warm now, but it may not stay warm. Winter is not over. And then that's my other banana bush. I know people call it trees, but they're actually bushes. Once, I learned this in Hawaii, once a banana bush, this stalk, once it produces bananas, it will not produce bananas again. What it does is down here, it'll send off pups. And the pups, they will be the next generation of bananas. Just a word to the wise. So, and I have some more aloe vera back here. See that? I don't think I missed anything, but I'm not sure. Forgive me if I did. We're gonna back out of here, and then we're gonna look at the winter garden that is getting ready to move because it's warm out here. Let's take a look at the temperature right now. That is an issue. It's February. That's an issue. That's why my brassicas are bolting. So let's go out here to the other part of the garden. Oh, guess what that is? Mullen. Asparagus came up. Look at it. Asparagus is showing up. Some of my trees are coming alive, which is not necessarily a good thing. So the good thing is I have a greenhouse. So even though they are starting to come to bloom, I can protect them. And I believe this is a plum tree. Let me see if it says satsuma. I think it's a satsuma. Yeah, it's a plum tree. So that one, if it gets cold again, and it most likely will, it has to go in the greenhouse. Some more asparagus. Asparagus is a wonderful plant. Wonderful. See that? Asparagus. Let me get out the sun so y'all can see the gravity of the situation. Yes, asparagus. Now I know y'all gonna talk about me with these brassicas, but I have a reason. There is a method to my madness. Let me put my tomatillos down so I can harvest my seeds. So you see Swiss chard? Swiss chard is a biennial. So after the second year, it's gonna die off. And guess what? Some of them already have. We're gonna replace those with these. So the brassicas, I covered them up with 6mm plastic when we had a freeze. I'm leaving the plastic here because we most likely will have another freeze. But look what the 80 degrees, 70, 80 degrees, the bees are out. Look at this. The bees don't even know what's going on. They're collecting pollen. The bees woke up. There's bees all over this thing. There's bees over there. There's one over there flying around. And I'm not gonna run them off. I'm so happy to see the bees because they're pollinators. But these are my broccoli plants. So these broccoli plants, I can't eat this. Well, I could, but I won't. So I'm just gonna let them go to seed so I can collect the seeds from these broccoli. That's all I can do right now. This is a piece of cauliflower that I've already harvested from, right? See that? And here's one of the ones that I didn't realize was here. It's a little, and I harvested from this one also. I got these a couple of weeks ago. I love cauliflower. Unfortunately, I did not plant enough of them. Moving on. Red Swiss chard. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. And I know you're going to talk about me with these weeds, but this is all coming up and it's going to move over here. The Texas sun will kill all of this. I hate to say it, but that's what's going to happen. The Texas sun will yam this all up. It'll just kill it. It's just too hot. It's 80 degrees right now. The bug pressure is going to be high, and I need to put these in an area where the sun is not directly, especially these. I am so fascinated with this one. Let me move around so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Look at that. That is pretty. There's some more Swiss chard over there. That's how I know these are Swiss chard. It's the same type of leaf. I'm trying to be careful not to step on my cabbage. See that? And we have Laciano. I think that's how the technical name. Kale? No. This is dinosaur kale. Yeah, Laciano. So I went and got these, and I have two of them. I have one here, and I have one here. These are also moving because look, bolting. And bees. Look at that bee. Oh, he ran away. I would not ever, never, ever kill a bee. Unless I absolutely have to, like it stung me. This is Mizuna. So, yeah. I know. Jamaica needs to do better. I told you this stuff. Everything that is not bolted on me is the bolted stuff. I'm gonna collect the seeds and I'm gonna give it to the chickens. And the pretty stuff, like this, like this one, it's going over to the other garden. It's going over there. It's going over there. So I have red cabbage. This cabbage is trying to fight back. The bug pressure out here is it's only gonna get worse because it's not cold enough. It did not kill off enough of them. I hate to say it like that, but the bug pressure is gonna be extremely high this summer if we don't get more cold. This is cabbage. See that? I have a little packet there, but that's cabbage. I love cabbage also. Cabbage and cauliflower. I should say it in the other order. Cauliflower and cabbage. So these are all little cabbages. I'm gonna take them up and put them in a big old cement tray. All the little ones, I'm gonna dig them all up. This is broccoli that is bolted, broccoli that is bolted, broccoli. But the cabbage, I'm gonna take it up. Turnips, I planted them densely, so they're fine. They are just fine. I learned my lesson. Always plant dense. Always. So this, I'm leaving this here. These, they're getting moved to a safer place. Whether it's in a container, big old cement tray, or it's around that garden bed right there. Right there. I'll move the grill out the way. Let me see if anything else is coming alive out here because this is confusing. The plants are confused. Citrus trees never die back, and if they do, well, that's never gonna be good for you. Let's look at this. Please don't be waking up. Okay, they're still asleep. It's a peach tree. Still asleep. Thank goodness. Pecan trees are still asleep. I hope. Yep, it's a pecan tree. There are 3 of them back here and they're still asleep. Apple trees are still asleep. I hope. Yep, they're still asleep. I'm kind of worried, especially since it's so warm. Let me turn around here so the sun's not here. Here's another apple tree. This one never lost all of its leaves. Still has leaves up here. Oh, they're just hanging on like by a thread, so they're gone. But this one is doing fine. So far, so good. Here goes my one of my lime trees. This one did way better, and this one was smaller. I covered this with one of my blankets, and then I covered it with some plastic, some trash bags, some contractor black bags, and look, it did just fine. You know what I did with this one. I mummified this one, and I mummified that one. Let me move around this pole. That one, the 2 biggest ones, they were completely covered. This one, so you know what they say about snails, right? Snails are the cleanup crew. Let me back up. Look at that. Take them off. That's never a good sign. You see snails on your things. Here's another one right there. That means the plant is struggling. And they think, it's time to clean it up for you. Clear it out. Finish it off. So we're gonna work on this one. Maybe I'll put some fertilizer. I guess I will put some fertilizer out here for all of them. This one they're just fine. This is my biggest one. That's the one you saw me up on the ladder with. That was unfazed. Only the top got scorched a little bit by the frost. Here goes another pecan trees. Pecan trees are cold hardy, just like peach trees. If you don't have enough winter, you ain't gonna get no peaches. The plant will be alive, but it's not gonna give you any peaches. So here's another peach tree right here. And that one's fine. So remember these? So it's confusing because some of them did better than other ones. This one got hit the worst. I did not put any blankets in here. I surrounded it by plants, and you see what happened to them. They all died back. Look what happened. So if you use this product, still cover your plant in a blanket, because look at that. It's a mess. Some of the stems are still green, but it's gonna I don't know if it's gonna start from the bottom, but it's really bad off. Not as bad as it was before other years, because it's been here about 15 years. But I don't want it to start from the bottom anymore. Luckily, I got a couple of green stems in here. I'll have a lot of green stems in here, and hopefully I get more leaves on it. And usually with these things, they produce more leaves. I just need to knock these off, because it can't get any wind with this thing around it. So they're not going to come off without some assistance from me. And that's fine. I just need to take some of them off. They're all dried up. Anyway, the product is hit and miss. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So everything in there died. Aloe vera will always come back. If there's any part of the aloe vera that is still alive, it'll bounce back. So don't throw your aloe vera out unless the entire thing is brown and rotten. So these are the pear trees. Pear trees are cold hardy. This one was also covered by one of those things, and you see it didn't get hit hard at all. Plants are still around it. This one lost all its leaves, but it's green. It has a few leaves left on it, but the leaves will come back as long as it doesn't get hit by another frost. Now, if another frost comes, I'm just gonna cover it, wrap it up like a mummy, like I did the other one, in plastic, and pray for the best. Here's some more here's some curly kale. Curly kale is cold hardy. Everything else out here is gone. That was okra. The loofah was the first to go. Loofah vines are still there, but kale and cabbage, they stay forever. The only reason why the cabbage is this small is because the bugs were eating it, and there's a rabbit that lives right in there. Here's another pear tree, just fine. Look at that, it's green. Another pear tree. And these two, they were covered with 5-gallon buckets and a brick. That's why the brick is still there. Look at this. Man, you go into the chickens in a minute, don't worry. So these are just fine. So use what you have. If you have a 5-gallon bucket, cover your plants up with the bucket and put a brick on it so it don't blow off. Because it did better than the ones that were in those tents. Let's go around. My beautiful garden. Looks better than it did last year, but winter's not over, so. See here? There's some cabbage there. And then I planted some onions here. Rabbits don't like onions. Then I have my Swiss chard here, and I have some more cabbage. This is where the brassica is gonna go. It's gonna line this bed again. And we're back to where we were. So I do have another part of the garden. This is ridiculous. These things are crawling all over me. We'll see what's gonna happen. Here. Oh, got it. All right. Man, they good. Precision. Ah. You know what this is? And I know they're not doing good. I was like, this is an experiment because I want to see if they could survive. So this one is still alive. Moringa. I want to harden them all. The only time I put these back into the greenhouse is when it gets extremely cold. I want them to adjust to the temperature because I want to put these in the ground sooner than later. I have some in the house, but those are going to be delicate. I'm going to have to harden those off. These are already hardened off. And I believe that's it. Oh, let me show y'all something. So when you buy onions from, oh, I forgot to show you my figs. The figs haven't woken up yet. And this is asparagus. That's why I said asparagus is like a gangster plant. But the figs have not woke up. They're still asleep. You're all asleep. And these are Chicago figs. So when he comes out here to cut, he doesn't cut this because look at this. These snails. I told you the bug pressure is terrible. Terrible. They're everywhere. I'm so glad I'm not afraid of these. These are onions I bought from Walmart last year. And let me see if I get one out. They never get big. This thing has been in the ground for over a year. Now I'm gonna use the entire plant, just like I would do it in a scallion, because you can eat the leaves or the stems of the onion, but don't expect to get a big one because it's not gonna happen when you buy them out of the pack. Word to the wise. So this is my update on the garden, to include the greenhouse. Everything is okay, better than it has been in the past. I am so happy that I went ahead and got this thing and put it together. I have a smaller one and it's a less expensive one. Let me move this out the way. But I have to put it together, and you know I am about that. If you've been watching me, I don't like putting stuff together. So I'll have it for a couple of months and then, oh, they got it already. And then it'll be, you know, oh, they fighting now. I wanted that one. What's up with you? So I have a lot of stuff inside that I have started. You all saw the indoor grow station that I have. And I have the greenhouse, but the greenhouse is packed. It's packed. So there's only so much I can put in there. I need to put that other one together. I just don't know how. Oh, that dog just hopped over that fence. Let me go in my house. He hopped that fence like nothing. And the fence, they're 5 foot. Oh my God. Let me go inside. I have dogs, but that ain't my dog. I'm going inside. I'm a chicken. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say because that totally blew my mind. Let me make sure that he ain't around my chihuahuas out. He might eat my chihuahua. It's Jamerica5288. I thank you guys for being with me. And this is my update on the indoor and outdoor growing, with the exception of the house. Don't look at my house right now because I got stuff all everywhere. I thank you guys for being with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Excuse me. I will see you on the next one. Allergies. Bye.